Why are you trying to disrupt our protest?
My friends and I are just here to express our views. You're marching to support the war, I'm marching against it. That's my right as well as yours.
Why are you harassing good, hard-working Americans? Are you some kind of communist or something?
I respect your right to protest, and I'm not trying to dispute that, but there's no reason to call me a communist. I assure you, I'm not. Personally, I see the deaths of American soldiers and innocent Vietnamese people as a bad thing. Could you explain to me what you think I'm doing?
That's bogus. You're just stirring up trouble. This country is hurt by people who don't support American values.
I get your concern about our country, and I share it, but I have the right to express my opinions about the war, same as you. What exactly do you think American values are?
America is a patriotic, conservative country, and there's no room to question that in a time of war. I trust our government, and we wouldn't be involved in Vietnam if there wasn't a real threat to the American way of life. My husband works as a construction worker, and he tries so hard every day to provide a better future for us. When people like you try to tear this country down, it makes things difficult for hard-working people.
I absolutely hear that, and I don't want people in the country to live hard lives or to suffer. I'm simply standing up for my beliefs, which I believe to be an important part of my American identity. Would it be fair if I told you you couldn't have your beliefs?
But all you're doing is fighting against our country and the people who serve and protect us. I don't see how that could possibly make a better America. Our soldiers aren't the bad guys, the communists are.
I agree with you that many individuals in the American Army are not bad or evil. What I'm against is the fact that they're being forced to die in this conflict. Many men were drafted and received no choice about whether or not to fight. What do you see as the value of this war?
Every day, the American way of life, the ability to work hard for a better future for yourself and your family is put at risk, and our army, our boys are the ones who protect us from that. My husband would gladly serve if called upon to do so. The only reason he hasn't already enlisted is he doesn't want to leave me so soon after we married.
Could you explain that a bit more to me?
Well, we're both 20, so he hasn't been eligible for long. He doesn't want to enlist and leave me all by myself only a few months after our wedding. He's not avoiding service, though. Understand, he's going to enlist at some point if he's not drafted first.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Thanks.
I care about my loved ones too, which is why I don't want them serving in this war. 48,000 Americans have died in Vietnam so far, and if your husband goes to war, he could die too. I don't want any Americans risking their lives unnecessarily, including your husband. Is there another way to protect these things that are important to you?
My father served in World War II, and my cousin served in Korea. If there's one thing I learned from those conflicts, it's that you can't hold on to the things you value if you aren't willing to sacrifice for them. We don't live in some kind of fairy tale.
But I believe that every individual should be free to make their own choices when it comes to matters of life and death. Sending young Americans to their death through their draft, not giving them a choice in their future.
Those that die for their country are heroes.
Again, maybe for you, but not everyone is willing to risk their lives for a cause they don't believe in. This war has sent so many poor boys to their deaths, and if they don't die, they're forced to kill others. I'm glad my brother backed down and chose his safety and freedom. I don't know how I'd be able to get through losing him.
Your brother backed down? What does that mean?
When he got drafted, he decided to dodge the draft.
What? He broke the law? Are you proud of that?
I understand the importance that following the law has to you, but sometimes the rules aren't just. My parents might not respect or understand his decision, but I do. He simply has morals that he won't cross. I don't know how I feel about this war and the things that it stands for. I grew up really believing in America and that it's from a good, just country, but I'm not so sure anymore. Would a just country fight this war? Would a just country send young men to die or to kill others? Surely you can understand that. Question things you've been told. I just don't want bad things to happen to good people. And in this war, it just feels so pointless. And
I guess it's not fair for me to judge your brother. I don't respect the decision he made, but I can't make assumptions about the kind of person he is. All right, maybe I judged you wrong. You don't seem like a bad person. I do truly believe this war is important, though. I see this war as an extension of the wars my family has served in. It's the responsibility of America to spread our ideals around the world. And I'm sorry about what I said about your brother.
I appreciate that.
It's your right to protest here, as much as it is mine.
Do you mind if I leave now? completely lost track of where my friends are.
Yeah, go ahead.